Welcome to Envy's Donut, a podcast about everything, anything, and nothing in between. Hello, friends, welcome to another episode. In this episode, I'm gonna continue our talk about my financial education and how I end up learning more about finances and investments. Basically, how I got tricked, scammed, all bad decisions that I made. But without them, I wouldn't be here talking to you about my experiences. I wouldn't have any experiences. But you know what they say, you need skin in the game. So in order to learn about anything, you basically have to do it. No matter how many books you read, no matter how many YouTube videos you watch, or how many stories you hear about on podcasts, or anything else that your friends might tell you about and try to teach you about things, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously it matters, but until you actually get into the game and play it with your own money, then you'll learn the real lessons. So I was telling you about Lendy last episode and how it all turned to dust and end up losing my money. I'm going to continue in that vein, and I'm going to tell you how I end up investing in cryptocurrency. To be honest, I had no idea about cryptocurrency. Obviously, as everybody else, I heard stories about Bitcoin millionaires, about cryptocurrency. To be honest, to this day, I still don't know all about it. I don't think I know much anyway about cryptocurrency, but that doesn't matter. Let's go back when I first decided to get into cryptocurrency and actually buy some Ethereum. It started with a tweet on Elon Musk account. Well, it wasn't his account, but that's what I thought. I'm a big fan of Elon Musk and Tesla, his company of electric cars. I think I've got into Elon Musk cult. I'm not that fanatic at the minute, but I used to be a little bit fanatic. And if Elon Musk would tweet, Andy, jump in a river, jump in a sea, jump in a well, I'll jump. Elon Musk says it must be good. So that was my state. Obviously, I follow him on Twitter. It's good to be up to date with all the latest news, and especially I think it's good rather than to read in the news about what a person said. I think it's better to read about it on their Twitter account, on their official Twitter account, rather than going to the second or third source. So just go straight to the source. So that's why I like to do. So I followed Elon Musk on Twitter. Obviously, I was up to date with whatever he would say. He was tweeting about cryptocurrency as well. But one day I found this tweet from him saying, "If you send me one Ethereum, I'll give you 10 back." I said, "Oh, that's very generous." I was in a state where I told myself never to say no and to be a more yes person and to embrace opportunities and different chances that might come my way. If you say no all the time, nothing good will happen to you. Of course, you'll avoid some bad things happening to you, but most of the cases, you just say no to everything, nothing good will happen, and opportunities will just pass you, and you'll never know because you never tried, you never gave it a chance. So I decided back then to say yes more and to, take chances and see what happens. Elon Musk tweeted this. That's what I thought back then, saying that if you give me one Ethereum, I'll send you 10 back. Well, it's Elon Musk. I'll send him whatever he likes, whatever he wants. I'll give him my life savings because it's Elon Musk. But how should I send him one Ethereum when I had no idea what that was? I mean, I knew it was something with cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, but I had no idea where do you buy them? How do you buy them? So I Googled. Oh, obviously the offer was time limited. So it was like in the next 5 minutes, or it was a limited offer, or, the good stuff. And I said, great. How do I find out about how to buy Ethereum, where to buy it, everything, do it, send it to Elon Musk, how to send it to Elon Musk in under 5 minutes? No idea. So I did what any normal person would do. I Googled it. Where do I buy? How do I buy? Where do I store it? What do I do? And I found this platform, Coinbase. Coinbase sounded legit. I investigated as much as I could in under 30 seconds and said, well, looks good to me. Let's do it. I created an account. I verified my email, everything. I scanned my driving license. I got verified, everything. My account was active. But now, how do I buy it? How do I buy Ethereum? How do I move it? I managed to transfer money from my bank. I authorized that. Remember, all in under 5 minutes. So I was like James Bond. The bomb was ticking. I had to do it. I had to sort it out in time to get my offer. Can you believe it? Getting 10 times what I sent to someone. Good offer. and and I did that. I verified everything. I transferred the money. My bank accepted it. It was like 200 and something pounds, one Ethereum. So I said, well, I can't transfer money just for one Ethereum. I knew it would be all kind of hidden fees and stuff, and then transfer fees, and clock was ticking. I can't afford to just send less than I needed to buy one Ethereum. So I said, I'll transfer a little bit more just to be there. I mean, I'm not gonna lose it. It's on my account. I can use it, in the future. I could take it out when I finish with this transaction. But it was very time consuming, so I had no time to think. So I just transferred the money for about 3 Ethereums. It was like 800 pounds or something like that. And then greed took hold of me, basically. So I said, why should I send only one Ethereum and get 10 in return when I can send 3 Ethereum and get 30 back? I haven't had time to do the calculations, but I knew that 30 is a lot more than 3. So I said, good idea, man. You are the smartest guy on the planet. Do it like that. You won't regret it. So I did. And then I had the money in. I bought 3 Ethereum. Now what? What do I do? I need to send it to Elon Musk. Well, what am I going to do? I'm going to lose the offer. I had to think quick, man. And I was desperate. So I went back on the tweet. And oh, there was a link where you could do it, man. It was amazing. It was so easy. And I clicked the link, and I think I got the address where I could send it. It was some numbers and some stuff. I couldn't understand it. It looked like Matrix or something like that. Very strange. But that's crypto, man. I mean, I had no idea what I'm getting into, so obviously I couldn't afford to question the validity of it because I had no idea about it. And I did just that. So I clicked the link, man. I sent it to that address. There was a problem. I think Coinbase wouldn't allow me to do it. So I was so frustrated. Let me send it, man. Let me send it. I want to send it. So I sent one Ethereum. I said, oh, let's test the waters to see if it's going or not. It went. Oh, great. Let me send the other two. Quick, quick, quick. So I sent it, and then another page opened, and it was showing me the transactions, real time transactions, when basically you send one, 10 gets returned to the address that sent the first one. So it looked very legit. It looked like people sending one, get 10 back, sending one, get 10 back, sending two, get 20 back. Oh my God, this is legit. This is great. This is working fantastic. So I sent it, and then I waited to read my transaction. I waited. I think I waited for 3 seconds or 5 seconds, and then I realized I got scammed, and I start laughing. It was amazing. It was the best scam ever. I mean, everything was so good, so well presented. It wasn't just like sending me like a picture saying, "Oh, sucker, I just took your money," or anything like that. It was legit, you know. You were still waiting for your transaction to show up on the screen and to see actually, and obviously waiting for your account to show you that you received 10 times the amount you sent. Well, that never came about for obvious reasons. So I, I I start laughing. I said, "That's great. That's amazing. I know you probably think I'm a little bit crazy to lose 800 pounds and then just laugh about it, but it was an important lesson, and it wasn't my life savings or anything like that. The lesson was, I think, 10 times better than the money I lost." Well, now you could ask me, well, what lessons have you learned other than if you lost your money without consulting with anybody else before you send the money, and do a little bit of research and ask people around, or even I should have looked a little bit closer to the actual tweet, because I looked afterwards and it was full of mistakes and hints that it was a scam. But well, now I know. What's the lesson? Well, the lesson is to not to get scammed. But we all say it's not gonna happen to us. Well, I'm not that stupid like Andy to send money to random people. This will never happen to me because I'm smarter than that. Well, I thought the same before I got scammed. So it could happen to anyone. I don't think it matters if you're a smart person. It usually happens to smart people. I read a book about scammers, and yeah, it's usually happening to smart people, or to people that think that are smart, like me. But yeah, well, the lesson was that you can get scammed. I also learned how to set up an account with Coinbase. I learned how to transfer money. I learned how to buy crypto. I learned about crypto. I got into the crypto market. I made some money speculating crypto since then. So it's all right. Don't worry. I got my money back. But the lesson was very important. And that's the reason why I'm doing these episodes. So you don't do what I did. You can learn from my mistake and maybe don't get scammed or be more cautious. The only thing that it might be a little bit complicated is to know how much risk to take, basically. Because if you are like one of my friends who's saying no to everything, or is being suspicious of everything and everybody, thinking that everybody is they're up to get him or to scam him or to take advantage of him, or that everybody has hidden interests, or that's all a conspiracy, and you don't want to be like that, because a lot of opportunities might pass right next to you without knowing about them. So don't be like that, but be cautious, do some research. Never take a decision or make a decision pressured by time. Never in your life. No matter how good the promotion is and how time limited it is, never take it. Just, yeah, take it, but do some research first without being pressured by time, and see if it's a legit thing or not. Do your research, just ignore the time pressure. I know it's one of those psychological things they use a lot in advertising. They try to trick you and to feed you this thing that it's a limited offer, it only happens today, take it now, regret it later. But no, don't take it. If you want to take it, be on your own terms and do it after you do some research. Now I can see it everywhere, every time on Amazon Prime, on Audible, on Steam. On Steam, I've got a list of games I might want to buy in the future. And I don't buy them full price. I always wait for a promotion. If it say that the promotion will end in 2 days and it's half price, take it. Do it now. You're never gonna have the chance again. Yes, you will. You will. Wait, next month it will be the same promotion around the same time for the same amount with the same time pressure. So don't worry about it. These type of things will come back. It's no problem. You'll get the chance. So it's not a problem. But especially with bigger things, with things that involves a lot of money, do your research first. I mean, I've been scammed by Lendy, and it was a very well researched. It was financially regulated, good reviews, good history, and it just went bust, and I lost my money. Not only me, just a lot of other people with a lot of money. But so you can't prevent these things. These things happen. Scammers are everywhere. You'll get scammed at least once in your lifetime, even if you know it or not, even if it's a small thing or a big thing, doesn't matter. The most important thing is to learn something from it, and I hope you learn something from my story and from my experience. Let's talk about the other story I told you I'm going to share with you. This has nothing to do with scamming. Nobody scammed me this time. But it's greed and arrogance and thinking that I know better than I actually do. It happened in the stock market with my favorite cult leader, Elon Musk. Well, this time it wasn't about him, it was about Tesla shares. Well, as I said, I bought a few shares. I always wanted to buy Tesla shares, but as I said, I didn't know I can actually buy them because I didn't know how to open a brokerage account. But then I found out, and you know the story. When I got into the stock market, so I bought some shares, Tesla shares, when I first opened my brokerage account. Not many because I always thought $100 a share it's a lot of money. In the meantime, they went up to $200 and then to $300, and they went down and then up, and then when I had them a little bit higher, I think I bought them a little bit higher, but when they went to all the way down to $170, I told my friends that they weren't in the stock market back then, but I tried to convince them this is a good price. Just open a brokerage account, buy some Tesla shares. It's $170. Buy them now. They'll probably never return to this price again. So please buy some. But they wouldn't listen. The problem was I had no money because I invested all of my money and I had no money to buy more. So I just left it like that and I just watched them how they went up after that. In March 2020, when the COVID pandemic started, I was reading the news and I've heard that they closed down the Tesla factory in Fremont, California. I decided that this is a good time to sell some Tesla shares at $420 a share. I think I had them at 200 and something, so it's basically I doubled my money on them. The only problem was that I said I will never ever in my life sell my Tesla shares. That's what I said. But then life teaches you that there are moments in life where you can't stand with your principles and you take some random decisions based on your brain, not your heart. So yeah, I was a big analyst and I studied the news and everything showed that way, and it was a pandemic, the lockdowns will follow, the factories closed, so nobody will go to work, nobody will buy cars, they won't have the means to produce them, people at Tesla because the factory was shut down. So bad news everywhere. So obviously, the shares will plummet, will go down in price, and I can buy them later cheaper, and I can buy more with the same money. Yeah, right, because I am so smart and I am an expert in stock market and I can time the market perfectly. Yeah, I'm a genius. And I sold most of my shares. I had quite a few. And then what do you think happened after that? Well, of course they went up and up and up, and they went all the way to all-time highs. Can't remember. It was something ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, that was it. I could have been a millionaire now. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not. And why? I don't know why. I don't know why I sold them because I didn't need the money. I think I sold them because I thought I'm smarter than I actually am. And I thought I'm going to be able to time the market and get out while the shares were still highly valued. And I could predict that they will go down. And I could be greedy and buy them cheaper and buy more of them and get richer. Well, it didn't work like that. Well, I hope you learned something from my stupid mistakes, but as I always say, there isn't such a thing as a wrong decision because you just basically you don't know what the future has in store for you, so you never know. It could have been a genius decision if the stock would have plummeted. I would have been a genius, but I wasn't, and I'm not, and I'll probably never be. But as long as we learn things from our own mistakes and we can do better next time, I think we will. It will be good. It will be good. Yeah, that's all I had to say. I think I have a few more stories about my financial adventures in the stock market. I don't know about any other things at the minute. I haven't invested in any peer-to-peer real estate or anything like that. But yeah, definitely I could talk to you about about my day trading adventures. Yeah, I could talk about that as well because I lost money there as well. You're probably thinking, well, why are you telling us about how you lost money? Why are you not telling us about how you made money? Well, to be honest, I think there are more lessons to be learned from failures than from successes. I mean, if let's say I would have gotten lucky and I kept my Tesla shares and now I was a millionaire, well, what lessons would I have told you about? What was the lesson? I just bought some shares and then they shot up in the sky and they increased tenfold. What was the lesson? What was my apport here? What was my input? What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was just like that was lucky. That was a one-off thing. It's like winning the lottery. You just buy a ticket and you won £1 million. What lessons is in that? Buy a lotto ticket? That's not a lesson. That's just luck. It doesn't even matter how much money you make or lose if you don't learn anything from that experience. How is that supposed to help you in the future? Those are my two stories. Hope you learn something from them. I don't know what, but I definitely learned a lot from them. To summarize the lessons I've learned, is that be aware that you know nothing. You can't predict the future. You're not as smart as you think, and keep learning, keep learning. Because if you do the same thing over and over and every time you expect a different outcome, that's just stupid. Just learn something, anything. Just learn something from it. Don't get stuck into, oh, I lost money. Oh, I look stupid. I don't mind to admit to my failures or to my mistakes, even though I don't consider them mistakes, because it's one way or the other. You buy or you sell or you don't do anything. I mean, it could go either way. You take the left or the right. Even in life, every single decision you make, it will lead to something totally different from the path you could have chosen if you took the other way. I think we're going to stop here. Thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate spending your time listening to what I have to say. And I hope you enjoy listening to what I'm saying or what I'm doing. And I do hope you learn something new every single day. I think that's the key thing you should take from this. Learn something new every single day. It doesn't matter how small it is or how insignificant it is, just learn something new. Read books, read about different subjects, do different things, try new things. Don't forget to live your life. Okay, enough with this. Thank you guys for listening. See you next week. Bye.